Welcome to the Smokebox, another adventure with my special guest, Stevie J.
What's up, brother?
Legendary in the house, my man.
Legendary with legendary, so we can't get nothing but motherfucking legendary.
It just keeps climbing higher, like, how we're going to feel after we finish smoking these bitches right here.
Man.
I don't know.
Ain't no AC in this joint. It's hot in here, man. I might not take it, man. I can't probably conk out after about one of these joints.
I will smoke fast. Ooh, this shit is flavor. This is what
is this?
It's a flavor by Seed Junkies for Insane that we're doing. I can't remember exactly which phenome it is. We haven't put a name to it yet, but this shit is the business right here. And
nice
I'm glad to be smoking this flavor with you, my man.
Likewise, man.
We've been talking about, you coming into the box for a minute.
Yeah,
but
finally made it.
Like, you've been busy. And, obviously we see it because, you're obviously fucking on the grind making more music, which you've, in your history, in your artist history as a producer, you've made some iconic fucking songs with some iconic artists. And you're still working on joints today.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man.
And you splashed into TV.
A little bit. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the greatest thing about it. One thing I realized coming up as a producer in the business, coming up under Jodeci and Bad Boy, two of the hottest ones, it's like Devontae wasn't always hot as a producer.
Right.
The producer's not always hot, so when the producer ain't hot, he got to find another gig.
Find lanes, yeah.
And I found out, they like me on TV a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I brought the triangle offense to television.
Yeah, that was crazy. Because you went into the situation a little bit different than everybody else came in. Yeah. You came in juggling a scenario.
Well, I had to be different. I studied everything I go into before I go into it. So I looked at television. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put my balls on the chopping block and I'm going to bring these two women on TV. And then look, 8 seasons later, we all cool. We all got babies. We got babies with both of them. We all cool.
It's crazy.
I'm married now.
It's crazy how you congratulations.
Thank you.
A legend with another legend.
Right. God damn, we just legendary.
Just legends, And it's great to see, how you fucking flip that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because realistically, back in the days, those opportunities weren't there for guys from our time in hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And then in reality television is really about the women, especially on those cast shows.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then, even dudes I came in the music industry with, they would see the first episode and hit me like, yo, what the fuck you doing,
what
bro?
You doing? Yeah.
You gonna? I'm like, I don't know, but I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to spill the gut. But at the end of the day, it's like, at the end of this first season, everybody was like, yo, that shit's hot.
When they saw it catch.
Right.
When they saw it catch, how many motherfuckers was like, hey, put me on?
All of them,
right?
Even what I'm saying, cats,
people we know.
I got them on the show.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So
I saw it. I was watching,
and then I had my spinoffs. I got the Love and Hip Hop, and then you had the Stevie J and Jocelyn Take LA. You had Russell Simmons on that joint and Puff on that joint.
Yeah, I mean that shit just spoke to how much love motherfuckers still got for you and what you put into the game and what you're continuing to put in by crossing into other waters like TV and shit, because it's affording you other opportunities. You started one show, knocked down another show. In a minute, you're gonna be creating some shit, that's all on you.
It's funny that you
That's
say
awesome.
that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's a few things on the table that, the Jordans, me and my wife are doing as a company. And, I just say it like this. People count you out. You know what I'm saying, in this industry of ours. You know what I'm saying? You've been in it a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you first started, you was like a band out here, just the opening band for Second to None, or Second to None, and DJ Quick and all that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll just hold you up while you up, but they'll count you down. But I like for them to count me down.
Yeah, I mean, it gives you fuel, right?
Right, absolutely.
When you're the underdog, you can't help but to say fuck it and just go for the whole shit.
Yeah, nothing and nobody can hold you down but you.
Exactly. A lot of the times we're our own obstacles.
Absolutely.
We can blame it on everybody else.
Because our mind be playing tricks on us.
But it's really Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it's all in your mind, really.
Right,
The obstacles you create are your own. You know, you could blame it on anybody else, but that's real shit. You know, and I like the fact that, you know, you didn't let none of that shit that they were trying to splash you with.
Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest with myself.
Right.
I came into this industry like blind, like I'm just like flying through like a bat out of hell, just blind, but all the money, all the girls, and all the drugs, all the whatever, you know what I'm saying? Until I had to stop and realize what was going on myself.
Yeah.
I let things blind me. I was blinded by the light. I was looking right into the motherfucking sunshine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You had it cracking for sure.
Yeah, but you know, but what I teach now is, you know, like London on the track.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know him since he was 8. I always showed him stuff. The girl Summer Walker, that's his lady. And I worked on the album. It's a #1 album. Now I got a single with him, Summer Walker and Chris Brown coming out next week.
Motherfuckers are starting to stay Stevie J again in that whole world.
But
A resurgence.
It's all about dudes like London showing them the way, showing them not to make any of the same mistakes that I made.
Right.
And, you know, as well as my children. But I always, any young person, any person I get around that's in this game, I got to share something that's going to, you know, help them get through it.
Yeah, you know, it's crazy because y'all, you know, you and Zeno pretty much, you know, show the vulnerability that motherfuckers in hip hop didn't necessarily show from our time, because it's like a dent in the armor. And back then, it's like, oh, you played yourself. But now these days, motherfuckers are more understanding, more forgiving of, you know, because sometimes to fans you're a superhero, and when they see the superhero get dented, you know, oh man, I don't know.
But that's just that's the old wave superhero.
That's the old wave shit.
That's like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you know, everybody makes mistakes and
Hell
shit.
yeah.
Show them shits. Like me, you know, I wasn't never in front of this. Was the crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? We sitting in this nice whip of season 1. They used to see me walking around the quarter to every scene because I was really walking like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I was keeping it thorough though. I wasn't like, yo, get me the rip me the get me the
You didn't do the diva shit.
Nah. Yo, with the scene, that just put me around the block. You know what I'm saying? Now ask me what kind of whips I got.
Now
But, you know what I'm saying?
See, but that's tight that you did that, because everybody wants a look.
Right.
And you didn't give a fuck about that. You kept it like 100.
And that's what I did through the first season, through the 8th. And that's why, you know, I guess I'm the mayor of VH1.
Fucking
you know what I'm saying?
I'll stamp that shit all day, for real. Because I watched it.
That's what's up.
I seen it happen, you know what I'm saying? And it's great that these opportunities are being, you know, given to fucking, you know, hip-hop cats now, you know.
That paid their dues, though. Everybody don't deserve these.
Well, you're right about that.
You know
There's a lot of motherfuckers.
We paid our dues, though. Come on.
There's a lot of motherfuckers on TV that didn't necessarily, and they're just there because other people, and this is to your credit, right? Other cats don't want to show vulnerability like how you did. You know what I'm saying?
Know,
I mean, I'll give it
because they don't got no heart like that.
I'll give it to Joe Budden. He did. You know what I'm saying? I give him props
Joey's
for that.
Cool. He did his thing
because he was 100% himself.
Vulnerable.
You know what I mean? Yep. He wasn't trying to, you know, be something he wasn't.
Right, because most of these cats now, you know, it's written. I came up with the scenario, and then it's like I look on another, Love and Hip Hop San Antonio, and it's a cat trying to talk like me and walk like me. You know what I'm saying?
Inspiration's a motherfucker.
Inspiration's a motherfucker. I love it.
Inspiration's
but you know, but it's also great to be in a position to transition over on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Because not just being in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying, just being an executive producer by, you know, putting the pieces together and just making it happen.
And what's dope about that is that you could even, you know, like as being the executive producer, you could always produce the music for those particular shows too. You know, with both sides of it.
Absolutely. And that's all part of the new wave transition that we're making right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to VH1, man. Shout out to Big Fish. You know, shout out to...
they got a lot of shows now, man.
Yeah, they got the live PD joints going crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word up. Hey, tell me about, like, you know, what's... Like, you know, people know a lot of the songs that you produced and shit, but what's your favorite out of all the artists you produced and got down with? What's your favorite joint?
Yeah. Wow, that's a hell of a question. I work with so many artists.
Because you did some some classics, man.
Man, you know, a lot of them Mariah joints, you know. But I would say my greatest compositions were on Life After Death.
Yeah. I mean, I don't find anybody that would, argue with that shit. Because that's one of the dope, I mean, it's considered one of the dopest hip-hop albums ever.
I'll say it's different. And then I have to give a little lesson in hip-hop for you young cats watching, right? 1 million albums is not 1 million streams. It's different when you sell 1 million albums.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, doing albums that sold 10 or 40 million albums. Come on. You know what I'm saying? The 40 million streams ain't 40 million albums. Now catch it. Listen, you know what I'm saying? I understand everybody's, wants to get there, but you got to crawl before you walk. You know what I'm saying?
It's a feat, but it's not the same kind of feat.
Right. Absolutely. I love it. But it's a difference in numbers,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a difference.
It's definitely not the same thing in terms of any part of like royalties or shit for the artist. It's like the worst.
Because you gotta get 100 million streams to get a penny. All that.
Yeah, a billion streams to get paid any kind of significant money and shit. So they gotta change that. Those laws I think gotta change because I mean, they get the fucking top end and the artists get like what, 3 pennies on a dime?
Right. I just believe that
that's crazy.
There's a new technology that's coming into play that's gonna give artists all their shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I believe is gonna happen that way. And that needs to.
I think so too. I mean, just so that you don't have the middlemen anymore. I mean, you don't, like these days you can do everything independently. But as far as that goes, that would be awesome to have some shit like that too.
I love it's a competitive spirit for me, even still, like on television to look at Duck Dynasty and see what kind of numbers they doing and then see what kind of numbers we doing. Yeah. That makes me go harder the next time.
That's some shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Spirit, man.
Competitive spirit, because that's the shit you would do on radio.
Yeah, exactly.
You would hear, okay, what is the competitor doing? What kind of fucking numbers are they getting?
Yeah, I like what Nick Cannon doing. Speaking of radio, Nick is doing some things out here.
Right.
I'm listening to the radio, taking my son to school, and Nick, he doing all the skits and everything. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he doing the OJ skits and yo, he's funny, man.
Yeah, he's doing.
But that's just another guy that has always put his work in and still putting his work in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Every season you got to be doing something out here to stay relevant.
It's a trip. He has gotten a great look at every fucking angle and shit that you can get one.
Wife,
TV,
good look.
Yeah, from wife, TV, radio, career, fucking. I mean
everything.
He's like I often called him the Black Seacrest.
He is like that.
Because he's got those same kind of he's got those looks. He got those opportunities.
But it's a new sheriff in town.
Go after the crown.
It fits. This is a hell of a crown I got on now, but I like to try on a new crown every now and again. You know what I'm saying?
Why not? Why not?
It's only right though.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why
that
not?
competitive spirit.
Word up. Who on the show besides Zeno Chiefs like you and Zeno?
Scrappy.
Yeah, I know Scrappy does. Shout out to Scrappy.
He's a chief. I'm in here. Inhaling some hellified smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wait.
You got a favorite kind of like strain of smoke, or you just like heavy indica?
Indicas. I like to be in the couch.
In the couch.
In the couch on the in the cut.
In the cut.
In the cut on in the couch on the in the
What
cut.
about munchies wise? You got a good like taste for like some some.
Yeah, I do the crunch and munches and all that. Whatchamacallits.
Yeah, it's good to have a little sugar when you're high as fuck.
You got to, because it's like if you don't have the sugar, you're just gonna be down.
Girl, you just gonna be all the way like rocked.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like every now and then.
You gotta have the sugar. Back then I was doing. Yeah, you had the sugar.
Yeah.
Stop.
What were you gonna say, C?
I said, do you have a go-to album? Like when you're sitting there, or is there like a go-to group? Like as soon as you get that right amount of stoned, you're like, this right now.
It could be Sly and the Family Stone. It could be James Brown.
That old school shit.
You know what I'm saying? It could be motherfucking NWA. It could be Cypress Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Not bad choices.
Yeah, it all depends. It all depends on, you know, where I get my weed from.
Word.
You know
Oh,
what
I
I
hear
mean?
that.
Now I get my weed from Green Thumb.
You got to. I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Keep me, man.
So at the end of the day, man, the weed is the best thing that ever was made to make music.
Do you be session out while you're in the studio, while you're making beats?
I got to.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, because, you know, it's just a vibe and a whole. I'm not Steven Jordan when I'm making beats. I'm like Stevie J, the music producer, so that I got to be really on a different plateau of high to create, like, for instance, when I was making Bone and Biggie, the Notorious Thugs beat, right?
Classic. That shit gets run today. Still.
Biggie gave me some liquid hash. It was like, put this on it's a leak.
All right.
What the fuck is this, huh? Started that shit, and that's how that shit came out like that. Man, the next day we was on a private jet to LA to let Bone hear it.
Wow.
And obviously we know where it went.
Oh man, to the moon, Alice.
To the moon. Yeah, we're on our way right now.
Oh man, I feel it.
Hey.
We almost there.
Hey. So do you feel like, you know, when you're in the studio and stoned as fuck that you lock in? You know, like is it one of those things, or it just helps you open up, or both?
It's a little bit of both. I would say the first thing is the locking in, because you're starting the session with zero. You starting with silence, so
right. Yes,
you gotta.
That's the crazy shit.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta smoke that until you hear that.
Yeah.
Hear something in the back of your mind, like, all right, let's start with this guitar, let's start with this piano, or let's start with this violin, whatever. You know, I'll pick up any instrument.
That's the cool shit, is that you can play all that shit.
Yeah.
And you program. You do the programming too.
Yeah. See, that's the difference with a lot of producers. I don't knock them. I don't hire the session musicians.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If my man coming, he nice, that I already know is nice, here, throw him a bass or a guitar, and we get in like that. It's not let's call a session pianist. And
No.
Nah, we
you do
going
all
off
that shit yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tight.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, fuck. You know, it's all self-produced right then and there. But see, that's what gives it your own sound. I think all the dopest producers in the '90s, I thought, you know, they rarely called on anyone else to do anything. They just sort of did all that shit
Teddy
themselves.
Riley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, Babyface.
Yeah. Who you feeling right now? Is anybody you feeling right now?
I like London on the Track. Really.
Yeah, he's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt about it.
I like Slade the Monster. He's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like a few of those cats, man.
Yeah, there's a few cats out there. My guy Mars.
Oh yeah.
He's dope.
Okay, you're from 1500 and nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yep, I worked with him before too on the road.
And there's this dude Burner works with named Cosmo.
Okay.
He's fucking dope too.
I gotta hear this
got
dude.
some slappers. But
You
you know what I think is dope is like how cats like you and Scott, like people are talking about your guys' names again.
Good, man.
Like getting fucking music from you guys, like, you know, like
it's not
that's
a great feeling. It's like, you know, we've been around for a while.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've been in the game for 24 years. That's a long time for me, and to be relevant in music and then take a hiatus, go on to television, do my thing, and come back.
Yeah.
To do them both.
Why not?
It's a blessing.
I think sometimes when you go away from something for a while and you come back to it, you know, like you come back with different tools and you come back just a little bit better because you have a different understanding of it, because your mind just sort of lets it soak in and you absorb it and you don't think about it. So that when you get to going back into that scenario, you just kind of do it automatically and you do it a little bit better just because you have a little bit more experience, I think, and you took time to absorb it, which people don't do so much.
No, people it's like a microwave society. Nobody wants to really take their time and absorb anything. So on that note, what you were saying, and yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And just to know now, to just, you know, be on a creative level as these young cats now, but still just add what I bring to the table.
Right.
So you got to be in tune to still be hot. You know, you can't be like sounding like 98. You got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got to blend all of it. You know what I'm saying? So that makes it exciting for me to be able to blend that new shit with the, you know, with just the musicianship.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I think it's one of those things that it helps build chemistry and shit like that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And then just to know that
being open to, you know, whatever situation.
Yeah, and then to know that the hot new young shit like Summer Walker and shit.
Yeah.
Like in London, like how I got a #1 album with these cats, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that goes to show you people are opening up again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people are you know, I think for a time it was closed up. Everybody just kind of wanted this sort of generic style of shit for a second.
Right.
But there were some shining lights
right,
in
absolutely,
that style. There's no doubt about it. There were some stars that came out of that time, but it was very much closed off, and I think it's starting to open back up where the younger generation now is looking towards like what was in front of it.
Right. What influenced them?
What influenced them, whether they know it or not.
Right,
I think some of them, because the bridge is gone between, you know, the old school and new school artists. Well, I mean, there is a bridge, but I mean, initially it wasn't really there.
Right.
You know, and I think that's
just one music.
Yes. And I think there was a lack of understanding and education for one another's fucking music, right? These young folks got disconnected from these used to be young folks.
Legendary artists, you know what I mean?
And, you know, sometimes passing the torch gets a little fucking cloudy, right?
Yeah,
but
it gets cloudy because, you know, these young cats don't even respect, like most of them don't even respect what was before them. See, now that's the fucked up shit.
And I think that's because it's a lack of education.
Well,
you
it's
know,
time to school. It's time to go to school.
It's time to school them, right? You know, like just let them know where their shit sort of came from. Because sometimes they don't even know the influence that, like the lane they're taking. Someone did that already.
Right.
You got influenced by this artist who was influenced by that artist who created that lane, and you're in it now. And some of these guys don't know that, and I think that's, if they knew that, I think there would be more substance and music would be a little bit different.
I blame that totally on their management.
True that.
And the label and all that.
And the label.
Fucking get to know what's up.
Yeah.
There's some hip-hop motherfucking understanding before you get in this game.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? You don't go on the basketball court with LeBron and then without paying your dues, without Jordan, without all them cats with Bird and them. You know what I'm saying? Magic, you wouldn't even get on the court with these dudes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So same thing in this hip-hop game, man. Know your history and shit.
Know your motherfucking history.
You know, and a lot of these dudes was cool, though. Because they just saw me Stevie J from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah. And they didn't know.
They didn't know the
history.
You know what I'm saying? Like 100 million records later, 4 Grammys later, like y'all still. But that's cool. But I'm glad you guys know about Google now. Everybody, Google's great.
Yep.
Great. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah,
because you got to understand. You know what I'm saying? When you see that on television, that's not just a triangle offense or love affair. That's just like 20-something years of hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
Knowing how to handle in situations.
Knowing how to handle it.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you've been through it many times.
Everybody don't know how to handle though.
Exactly.
Handle strong, never handle wrong.
That's right. Hey man, I want to thank you for taking the time, smoking the fuck out.
Hey man, I appreciate you for having me, man. You're a legend, man.
You're a legend.
Hey, listen, we got an LP coming too. Stay tuned.
We are going to work on
some. Yes, we are.
He sent me 2 bangers already.
Yo,
crazy.
Listen, we going up. Trust me.
Yeah, we going up like a motherfucker. Hey, let them know where they can find you. I know where.
Hey, listen, you can find me on Instagram, Hitman Stevie J. And then you can find me on, actually, that's Hitman Stevie J _1. And then on Twitter is at Hitman Stevie J. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Monday nights, man. 8 o'clock, man. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then just stay tuned, man. You'll see me on 10 different shows, man. All on your network. Stay tuned, man. The George forever, baby. High Faith, I love you. What's going on, kids? See y'all soon.
Word up. This has been another Smokebox. Leave comments, subscribe to the channel. Fuck with my man, Stevie J. Salute to Faith. And, you know, this has been another one. Stay blazing.
Stay blazing.
Got the heart of a lion, soul of a titan. Let's get this. They say I'm psycho. I move weight like lipo. Got a big crib like Michael. Out the window with a rifle. My wrist game on light show. I'm backstage with white hoes. I got pre.